Coors Light, really?
It's because you ain't bought me nothing better, Jeff.
I got you.
Sometimes I think we're already dead, or this trap that I call time is just some inception-like dream state we're in as we lay dying. I think maybe we never existed at all, or just some five-sensed hallucination, or just a mirror image of a high reality beyond our comprehension. And I lie awake at night, I can't keep my mind from wondering about what it all means, that I have the ability to wonder what it all means. Do you know that nobody in this whole wide world can give you the definition of consciousness that doesn't venture off into religion or some kind of absurd pseudoscience? And since I started listening to both sides without caring on to which side I fell, I found out that there were more than two sides. If you really want to know the subject well, which only led me to more heartbreak as I thought about all the fights that have been started by two sides, and neither one of them were truly wrong or right. Then I started considering the brutality that I witness every day, and how numb to the sight of human suffering I've become in my middle age. Cause all the fascists and the commies have been spewing out their dogmas and taking over the conversation. Any voice that's devoid of an agenda has been removed from consideration. And I started thinking about the weapons of mass destruction, biological, chemical, and nuclear. We could have had them all fired from the push of a button of this orange presidential buffoon. So I started reading up on how I was going to survive a nuclear apocalypse. And after my research, I concluded I didn't even want to survive to live in a world like that. So even if I try to be positive and convince myself someday we might actually see peace, well, it's then that I realize in like a billion years or so, our planet's going to cease to be, because the sun has gravity too, you know. And we're being pulled in as we orbit. And if we don't find a way to destroy ourselves, then the sun's going to do it for us. And so, la 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 la, la 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 la, turn off your mind. La 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 la, la la la, turn off your mind. La 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 la, turn off your mind. You got an active mind.
Can't reach over there.
It's the devil's playground. Damn, y'all sounded nice here in Lexington. I always love coming here, and thank y'all for making it through the first verse there with me.
Babe, I had somebody get you a drink over here.
There you go, Jeff. About time you showed up, son. When my mind turned to the scientists, the explorers, the greatest amongst us all, who gave their lives to learning and research and made great discoveries about the world, then it occurred to me all truth exists long before some learned man makes it known. I mean, if you think about it, it don't equal MC squared just because Einstein said it was so. And now considering this, science kind of seems like a waste. I'm going to devote myself to art. At least an artist creates something of value, a unique representation of his heart. Then I look around at this plastic world and their frowning faces and their disdain for beauty, and I see all the poor starving artists dwelling at the fringes of a cold society. But you know that we would not have Burl if it were not for this individual named Beethoven. And we'd certainly not have the White Album if Paul McCartney never met John Lennon. And I said, well, maybe that's my problem. I miss my lemon. Somehow that chance done passed me by. And that's the reason I'm standing here singing this stupid song and losing my freaking mind. Then even the strangest thought was tortured mind began to ponder. Lord, I wonder what if Einstein would have met McCartney first, while John Lennon was studying the great wonders. I mean, I ain't saying it would have been the Beatles, man, but it would have been interesting to see what they played Hiroshima, and they could have sang, oh, black people are not together, and taught their children songs by the Beatles. And I can imagine that the guy that wrote Imagine would have been any use in a science lab, unless that lab had the sole purpose of giving world peace a chance. And so we gotta get Lennon to science, and Einstein to McCartney. We gotta find a way to get back in time. But then I realized if we ever build a time machine, it'll be based on the scientific work of Albert Einstein. So la 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 la, la la la, turn off your mind. La 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 la, la la la, turn off your mind. La 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 la, turn off your mind. Because of that mind. It's the devil's playground. That was pretty damn good for sing-along there. Y'all sound just as crazy as I do. Thank you, Jeff Cobb.
It's mid-jail. That's what I asked for.
Oh, yeah. That's one tier higher than what I normally get there, guys.
Just doing my